Hi guys, Dominic here, and today we're just going to cover everything shoulder mobility related. This is a little bit long on terms of video, but honestly it would be so important to fix your shoulders. First test, we need to be able to hang simply from a bar with your feet off the ground. Most people get into this position where their head is behind their arms. We want the head in front of the arms can straighten out overhead. See if you can do that first. You should be able to hold that for 30 seconds, no problem. If you really struggle, your shoulders are definitely super tight. Second up, we've got a shoulder dislocate. You should be able to take a dowel a good bit wider than shoulder width. What you'll tend to find over and back is the broken arms, like I showed there. If the dowel is too much for you, we can again get roll over and back. By the way, I got that dowel in just a hardware shop. It's a shovel handle, really. We should be able to flow over and back on our shoulders. The big issue here is if the elbows start to bend. So we need to fix all of this. So first of all, we need to work on foam rolling and massaging out the relevant areas that tend to be super tight. For most people, it's their lats that's in by the armpit. So you hop up onto a foam roll, you start rolling the bejesus out of the lats, and once you hit certain spots, just rock over and back like I'm showing you there. That's going to be a tight area for an awful lot of people, and really get in on that, and that will make extending or straightening your arms out overhead and behind your head a little bit easier. Pecs are always super tight for a lot of people, especially right next to the shoulder, and especially on what's called pec minor, which is underneath the collarbone. I could use the foam roll, or I could use a little ball. Both are excellent to really work in on the pecs to really open that up. So we have our test there at the start, then we're going through a massage work or soft tissue work, which we're showing here now. Get in on rotator cuff then as well. Just pull the arm across the body. You'll see my right arm is pulled across the body. That'll take the scapula out of the way. It makes it easier to get in on that. So we've done our soft tissue work there. We then need to work a little bit on extension. That's your ability to kind of take the arms over your head and drop the hips down. So our shoulders need to be able to move in multiple directions. I get myself onto my foam roll. This could be off a bench as well. I've shown a couple of different videos that are a little bit harder than what I'm doing here. Lower the hands down as you go and really work on working on that extension. Looks very similar to what we did earlier, just hanging from a bar. It just gets in there a little bit more. Now we need a little bit of activation work, so we need to put those shoulders back in position and fix them into position. So we need to be doing some things like I showed there, like your one arm rows. Go for about 8 to 12 of those, or band pull aparts. Arms stay dead straight on those band pull aparts. I then should be able to build up to doing some type of pull-ups, any variation you can, band assistance if you need to, and then I need to stretch my shoulders. So the big stretches we need to focus on are our lats. So I'm using a thick band here, and same leg, same arm goes back. Hey, I don't have a band, Dominic. Oh, just do it like this off a door frame then. Come on guys, no excuses. Shoulders are really important to take care of. If they get into difficulty, it causes a lot of problems. Lat hang is also a really important thing to do for your shoulders then as well. So I just hang from a bar and then just lean into it. Again, I could do that off a door frame also. Another big area most people need to work in on is in the chest and stretching out the chest. So if I show you that then as well, so we again use our band. A post here first. Again, this can be a door frame, so I'm trying to think of how do we keep this practical for the person that doesn't really even have any equipment. That really helps to open up the chest and really pull those shoulders back. So you can see all the time my hand is open. I've not got my hand internally rotated, so my palm is facing outwards the whole time, and I'm trying to work on pulling the shoulders back. Oh, I don't have a wall or a band. I'm like, okay, then do it on the floor like this. Okay, this is so important for your shoulders. Most people are spending hours crouched over a desk every day. How much mobility work should you do every day? Well, simple answer, how much have you sat down today? Every day, do mobility work. 5 to 10 years from now, you're not going to regret having taken really good care of your shoulders. Do it off a foam roll like I'm showing here as well. Really work on lifting the chest up and big chest breaths. Give all of that a go. You'll do your shoulders an awful lot of favors by getting stuck in there. Thanks, guys.